Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel JBIHM Kolkata. I have the pleasure of having Mr. Subir Das, who is the General Manager, Reliance Retail and Real Estate. And he will be talking about his journey, which is a very significant and interesting journey starting from hospitality industry to this present role. Sir, welcome back. Welcome to our channel. It's really a pleasure to have you here. And what our interaction before starting of the podcast, you said that you have a very interesting journey. So we will heartily want to listen to that.
Thank you so much. It's really an honor and privilege that you selected me as one of the speaker of your esteemed institution. Yes, as I was mentioning, we showed that the journey has been really interesting because I was purely a science student. I did my class 2 and graduation in science, and then suddenly my elder brother, who that time used to stay in Delhi, because he's a aeronautical engineer, he suddenly sent me a paper cutting that saying that why don't you apply, for the that time hospitality management concept was not written, but it was purely on hotel management, hotel and catering services to be precise. So मैंने पूछा भैया से why me? He said, see, after graduation, you have to choose some career you have to go. So since you have a tall build and then you speak well, so why don't you try this? I said, okay, exam mein baith jate hain. So I sat for the All India exam and I got through. Then there was an interview session. So coming back to the interesting part is that from a science graduate to a hotel management graduate, and then of course I started my career as an in this field itself. And you will be surprised to know I started my career as a waiter. I agree as a steward. So and whenever I get this opportunity, I don't feel shy. I make it a point that I say this because the purpose for which we are doing this show today, this is the real reason why the students, the upcoming students, and the upcoming professionals who are coming up in this field, they should know that if you start your career even as a steward or a waiter, with your efficiency, with your attitude, with your hard work, you can reach here as well, and above this as well. So I joined as an assistant trainee steward in the Kenilworth Hotel. That time it used to be Best Western in the Kenilworth. And I was lucky enough that in 8 years, I got 8 promotions. It is in the history of Kenilworth that nobody has got through. So eventually, I became the F&B manager of Kenilworth Hotels. And then suddenly, I got an opportunity from the Forum Group. That time, there was no mall in Kolkata. So Forum Mall, Elgin Road, which Mr. Rahul Saraf was making it, वो पहला मॉल था Kolkata. So they were desperately looking for someone
The general knowledge for that.
who would be there, taking this challenge. Because mall, this word, just imagine, it was 2023. Sorry, I beg your pardon, 2003. This word mall itself, among common people, hardly people knew what is mall, like what is a food court, what is a multiplex.
Yes.
These words came after the first mall came, and people now everybody speaks multi-layer car parking and food court and multiplex and anchor stores, vanilla stores. These words were very new. So, I took the challenge that I became the manager there. I worked for 5 years. And as I joined, this iconic building, Technopolis, got launched within 6 months of it. That time, CM Mr. Bhattacharya did the inauguration. And followed by my last assignment was launch of Forum Courtyard, which is the adjacent building to the current mall. I worked there for 5 years. Then again, I was handpicked by Afni Group. So, Mr. Anirudh Dada was constructing a mall in Howrah, which is called Afni Mall.
Yes.
East India's largest mall.
Okay.
8 lakh square feet.
That thing. That. Okay.
Our floor is 110,000 square. So you can imagine the mammoth that to a challenge in Howrah, where by that time in Kolkata, already few malls were there, few were struggling. Money Square was struggling, Acropolis was struggling. So City Center 1 was struggling. The initial started 1 at 5. Then again, I took that challenge and I joined as the CEO of the company. And within 10 months, I launched that mall.
Okay.
That mall was somehow not getting, finished. So we got the best of the anchors there. First time in the history of Indian malls, I must say that in 2011, this mall got inaugurated. All the 4 giants in the fast food segment, McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut, and Subway, all 4 were there in the 3rd floor of a mall. It never happened that time. Not a single mall in India had all these 4 major giants sitting up on the 3rd floor. They generally demand the ground floors. So, running that mall, operating that mall, I made it occupancy of 92%. 4.5 lakh square feet was only leasable area. So leasing 4 lakh plus square feet during those days was real challenge. And then I worked there for 7 years, and number of more housing projects were coming up. And then again, I was got an offer from the Future Group, and so I joined as the business development head of Future Group, Future Retail to be precise, where I used to take care of the expansion of the brands like Big Bazaar, FBB, Easy Day, Right Factory. So they do all the iconic brands. And the territory was 14 states. Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, entire Northeast, all 7 sisters, up to Vidarbha, Nagpur, Chandrapur, Ambikapur. So those were the areas which I used to take care of. So you could understand the level of traveling I used to do. 4 days a week I was out. Now, then in 2022, March, when Future Retail was going through a tough phase,
Yes.
then we got an offer from Reliance Retail, and I joined here. Here they don't call it BD because we call it a real estate department. So many people, real estate means construction, making buildings.
It was also surprising good for me.
Yeah, so
It was
and still, here real estate means the brands what Reliance have, what you see,
okay.
across the India, Reliance Digital, Fresh Footwear, Digital, Avantra, Silame, Tuvia, Ancestry, Cover Story, Geo, then your Gap, Lee Cooper, John Clare, Kid Center, Yusta. So those all these brands, trends, the expansion part we take care. My department takes care of it. So we take care of all the expansions. Currently, my territory is Bengal and Northeast. So my KRA, if you may ask, I take care of the expansion of all these brands in Bengal and Northeast.
All these brands you spoke.
All the brands. There are around or 35, 40 lakhs, which starts from a 300, 400 square feet up to a 30,000 square feet also. So that is the variation, that is the requirement for here. So there is again a lot of traveling, a lot of hard negotiation, a lot of interaction with public bodies and private companies, small developers, single standalone developers. So again, it's sort of things.
For my understanding, since we're acquiring space, that's why they give the bit of
That's why they call it. They just take it your thing. Since we are acquiring.
Sasa. What I found is a very interesting journey. Hospitality, starting as a steward, changing industry to the retail. There is a what's can only hear it in stories. Generally, this type of transformation is here in stories. So my question will be, what that trade you taught was taught in hospitality, which helped you to for this diversification?
See, I always felt that hospitality management, currently what we say is hospitality management, because the touch of hospitality is today in everything.
Right.
Earlier, I think we used to be always confined in hotels, airlines to a certain extent. That's it. But now, anything you do in your life, there is a touch of hospitality. Even if you go to pay suppose an electricity bill,
Yes.
you go to the counter to pay a bill, you expect a certain level of courtesy, certain level of professionalism and hospitable approach from the person who's sitting right behind the counter. It is very important. So I always felt that if you are a student of hospitality management, there's an n number of doors which you can knock, and every door will open. It is not that you will only knock; every door can open.
Why do you think what the hospitality develops the quality? What are the qualities hospitality develop in the individual so that he's
Very nice question. The first and foremost, which I feel as an Indian, we lack is this. So hospitality management courses teaches you first thing is the basic discipline. We are very indisciplined otherwise.
a very important point for
The civic sense, it teaches you a lot of civic senses. Again, we are very poor in that. The moment the gentleman who dared to spit in a Hong Kong street, the moment he will land in a Delhi or a Kolkata airport, the first thing he will chew the pan for and he will spit in the road. Where did it come? Why do you didn't do it in Hong Kong? Because it's a disciplined country. You know, if you do that, you will find everything. But the moment you land in India, the rules changes, things changes. So I think hospitality management comes with a lot of discipline, value for time management. If you have taken an order, you know that it has to be delivered within 15 minutes. That is the maximum time where our guest can wait. After that, the complaint level starts. First reminder, second reminder, third reminder, etc. Whether it's a service, whether it's a housekeeping, anything. So time management is also one of the very important aspects which this industry teaches. Again, you might say that I, being an Indian, I'm criticizing. Again, we as an Indian, we have a tendency of reaching to an appointment or, not on the time which you have committed.
it is according to Indian standard time.
If people say it Indian standard time, I tell it Indian stretchable time. We assume that 50 minutes late is quite common. चलता है यार. इतना तो अगला भी busy होगा. We fail to understand the value of time. So this particular, course teaches you that. Third, makes you seasoned. When I say seasoned, if you place a wooden log in the open air for a few years, जिसको आप लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना कि उसमें धूप पानी बताइए, वो एकदम रॉक सॉलिड हो जाता है, उससे आप कुछ भी बनाओ वो टूटेगा नहीं. So this industry again comes with lot of those seriously. There is a huge pressure from the top management, and there is a huge pressure from the customer expectation. So you have to balance that. The management will shout at you, the customer will shout at you, but you have to keep two slabs of iron in your hand. So it indirectly not only seasons you, it keeps you keeping calm in difficult situations. It is very important. We often tend to lose our focus when we are in crisis. Like suddenly, we start fumbling. We are unable to find numbers, whom to dial, what to do. Again, this particular industry teaches you to stay calm in difficult. Just imagine 31st December night. A very common term being used in the hospitality sector is basar. Hotel में भसर मची है. Kitchen chef पागल हो गया रखा हुआ है, इधर guest enjoying out, saying, thousands of people, huge car parking, waiting, and you have to still smile, you have to still manage, you have to still address all those complaints. At times, you have to, respect very unrealistic requirement of customers as well. How do you handle that? No, there is no book which will teach you. If may I have a little time, I'll give you one example I would like to give. It's very important for all the guys. I remember I was working in a lounge in Canada at that time. It was called Big Ben, the most happening in town. It was a membership place where all the who's and who's, the bureaucrats, the council generals, and the business tycoons, and it was a paid membership that to invite it. Not anybody can become. I will not name. One night I was there. Suddenly I received a call from the big band manager that said there is a situation like it you come. I was in my chamber. I went there. There was a gentleman, a very regular, very senior gentleman, and a polished one. He suddenly said that, your guys, they don't know how to, take orders. Oh, it's my sincere apology. Can I help you? Like, what exactly you're looking for? He said, I'm asking for the loan. This man is not giving me loan. For few seconds, yes, my face was also like yours. But I cannot express. I said, okay, he's asking for a loan. Charge to you. And it was a little dark. I said, sir, you have to give me 5 minutes for this. I'll do something. Yeah, please. I waited for 15 minutes. This idiot is not understanding. So I said, sir, I'll get 5 minutes. I went out. I went to the locker. I had a smoke. I washed my face. And I came back. He said, where's my board? I said, sir, you have to trust me in this. Oh, yeah, I trust you, tell me. So I went to the terrace and I took the tallest ladder what we had in the hotel. I placed it. Two of my guys were holding it. And I climbed. I stretched. I'm a 6 feet, 3 feet guy. I stretched a lot. Trust me, I tried my level best to get it, grab it, but I couldn't. So this time you have to excuse me with the chart. But next time, whatever, I'll make it a try. Believe me, that gentleman was so pleased with my answer. That time, 1,000 rupees notes used to be there. Yeah. Now it is abolished. He took out 1,000 rupees note and just stuck me in my coat pocket. I said, sir, watch this. I don't know that. You deserve this. Later, I actually passed on to the tube bombs, etc. What is the message I'm trying to say? They are really unrealistic approaches. It is your common sense. It is your sense of humor, your presence of mind, how you approach, how you take a control. And that gentleman become very regular to my place after that. And he was very happy. I did not do anything. I just had to twist my words. He also somewhere deep down knows that it is technically not possible to pay a board. I don't know what was his actual reason of asking such a unrealistic thing. But at the end of the day, I am a happy customer.
End of the day, it doesn't expect that one for the answer.
So it doesn't really suck if it's something great. Yes, about uh, I think it's 26, 27 years of journey already in the industry and 3 years of doing my course from
It's even really remembering that incident. That is something unique.
Yes, there are certain incidents which is there, which get deep rooted in your, system. It doesn't go away. So this was one of that incident.
I was thinking of putting that next question afterwards, but since you take up that incident, I thought of asking it first. So in your journey to love, three interesting challenges because challenges help us to grow. Three interesting challenges you face which help you to grow as an individual, as a management person.
See, if I may say interesting challenges, hospitality industry itself comes with a lot of challenges because it is an area where you are trying to place somebody's ego. You're trying to massage somebody's ego, where you're trying to serve a person or a group or a family or an individual. So you have to be always paying. Not many people succeed in keeping themselves bent yet firm. It's not contradicting. What I'm trying to say is that people might think that if I'm bending, then how I am straight and firm. You are bending towards the attitude, the approach, but you're firm with your decision. You're firm with what you want to do. So this will always be a challenging road in your mind, that keeping yourself, uh, uh, your conscious clear, your spinal cord straight, yet bending and serving the customer, or we don't call customer, we say guest,
Yes.
in our industry. So that is a very challenging, which one must learn very fast. Second is, I think, as I said previously, time management. The more sooner you cope up with it, you have to manage your sleep. You have to manage your journey from your home to a hotel or to your working place, and the entire stretch of working. Yet take out time for yourself, your family members, your friends. So this again balance is very challenging, which you must learn very fast.
I think that's why the statement kept Indian Army का जवान hospitality का बंदा कहीं भी डाल दो उससे survive कर क्या चाहे.
So like that's what it's in the season. I use the word season because we are being always compared. Good, you took that topic out. We are being always compared with Indian Army. And I always say that in foreign countries, you have to serve your country for 2 years, irrespective of who you are. You can be kings, that also, so it doesn't matter, you have to serve. In India, with this kind of a cynic sense, indiscipline, and all those issues, I think every Indian for 2 to 4 years, they should be put in any of this hospitality segment. Trust you me, all the egos will be ironed out. All the civic matters will be ironed out. Many things will be ironed.
Yes, a person will have a so many situation faced that he is growing as an individual.
going as a leader. And with that serving mindset. So when you have a serving mindset, you are helping the society to grow as well. Suppose today, I have a son and a daughter who's growing up. My son is doing medical. So, and my daughter is. Both have grown up with seeing their father always doing something for the people, whether it's his own fund or individual. I also take this liberty. I do a very good Durga Puja. I'm the secretary of that puja for last 25 years. So managing house, managing office, and a successful Durga Puja for 25 years, where CM comes and do the inauguration every year. Uh, Again, that is the time management type benefit. See so much how you do. Harsh life of corporate words, so demanding. So demanding. So you have the job. Yes, and the third thing I think is challenging. You need to keep yourself fit. If you are unfit physically and mentally, that's a big challenge maintaining, because you will hardly get time to do that, to exercise, to walk, yoga, meditation. But I walk 10 kilometers every day. Every day. And also I can show you my steps. So, these balancing acts in life helps us to grow individually, to help society grow at large. That sounds come from time management. That's also come from. That's the foundation for next question, sir. What is your mantra for success? Mantra for success. Great. Previous question, I think I missed one point. That is, you have to learn how to sacrifice. That is a very cool step. We have come to this world not only to take, we have to give back also to the society. So saying no is that you cannot do everything in life. You cannot please everybody in life. You cannot attend all the functions. You cannot do all the rituals. So where to say no and where to say yes, sacrificing a bit of your part in the spirit. I think that's what comes as a package. But discipline, you sacrifice everything, your time management, keeping your conscience clear, bend yet be firm, giving back to the society. If you put all these bits into pieces and make it you will find a complete circle formation. And that will make you a proper good human being, which currently the world needs very bad. These aspects of success, I think very few have touched upon. Sacrifice. Yeah. Look, most people will say what is written in the book. That's so you will anyhow आपको पढ़ा हुआ अच्छा open page so and so. Today we are going to teach you how to lead a team. Those are bookish knowledge. But what happened to the other aspect which is not written in the book? The positive attitude towards work. If you don't have that, whatever I said is gone. Or do what? You need to have an extreme positive attitude towards your work. Hardworking is an understatement, I would say. You have to be real hardworking with that kind of a time management, that kind of a discipline in place. Life में shortcut कुछ नहीं होता. लाइफ में शॉर्टकट कुछ नहीं होता. अगर शॉर्टकट में आपको कुछ अचीव किए हैं तो उसका रिजल्ट भी शॉर्ट होता है. एंड अगर लॉन्ग कट में आपने कुछ अचीव किया है उसका रिजल्ट भी इफेक्ट भी लॉन्ग टर्म होते हैं. आप लोगों ने अगर कभी वैष्णो देवी गए हैं या कोई भी आप रिलीजियस जगह में जाओगे जो पूरा there is a trekking involved. There are two routes. One which is being used by the local villagers. They know the shortcuts where the climb is 30-35 degree angle. And what is the normal route where all the tourists they follow? If you try to use those shortcut and reach, आप देखोगे आपके पाँव जरूरत से ज्यादा दुख रहा है, आपका सांस फूल रहा है, because you're not used to. But if you follow the normal path, straight path, you might reach 2 hours late, but it will not take a toll on your health. Yet your target is achieved. So there is nothing, no short. And coming back to your question, that what is the what was the question? Success of Anand. Answer for success is one word for me, that is karma. Do your karma correct. By default, everything will fall in. I have strongly believed at this. When I write an email, there's a tagline always attached, live and let live. It will be this. If I am karma in all sense, karma means not only I am telling from the philosophical point of view. Karma is one such word which is proved philosophical, scientific, everywhere. If you study hard, you will do good result. If you work hard, you will get more salary, you will get promotion. So it's karma. It's not only in your workplace, it's not only in your personal life. Overall, karma is
It was understands the language of energy.
oversummed.
Karma is your energy. So whatever the karma is like, was your reality. The format will be.
So it does not mean that it has to be on the philosophical line. If I take a ball and bounce it in a wall, the harder you throw, the faster the ball comes. The slower you throw, the slower the ball comes. Simple. आप अपने कर्म जीवन में भी जितना आप उसमें काम करोगे, जितना आप अपना समय दोगे, जितना डिसिप्लिन रहोगे, जितना आप रेस्पेक्ट करोगे अपने को, रेस्पेक्ट सिर्फ सीनियर्स को नहीं होता है, co-workers, juniors, all equal. Nobody is a slave here. Nobody is coming here, to do anything different than what you are going to do. All are hired. Even your boss is hired. You are hired. Even your junior is hired. So everybody should come with a common goal, common respect. You will be surprised to know that मैं घर में भी सबको आप करके बोलता हूँ. Why? Because I can be staying, learning, and so we all say आप each other. My kids also. So again, it's not that what I preach here in front of the camera or you, it is what you actually find.
There's a lot in the essence that I want to run and order in that part of North India, since my father was in the Air Force. So I've seen that they respect by giving up. And that to carry a sense of respect also, sense of someone addressing, you keep that person by his also.
Not a person, right? And one more thing, which it is very close to me, that I throughout the year I do a lot of philanthropy job. It's a lot of philanthropy job. And whether it's a night donation camp or a monitoring camp or eye donation camp, do blanket distribution camps, specs distribution camps. So many things we do. Wow, helping the needy students. So since I'm associated with many such organizations of which we want to lengthen, it's inner peace, inner solace. As I said, that what you're giving back to the society. So education, you have taken, you are breathing, you're eating, you're taking, everything is taking, you're taking salary. Everything is there, taking. What you're giving is equally important. That is also part of your karma. So as a student, one must grow with this culture. One must grow with this.
I think that's an important point for any students, any fresher, if you want to success in life, what the points Sir suggested, apart from the syndrome line of where you to be off track of your success standard. Few things like karma, giving back to the society what you are giving. I think giving back them back to your positive energy, your vibes, and ultimately make you a better individual. Because as sir said, leadership is not about only how you treat your higher ups. It's also about how you treat your juniors. Sir, on this point, I would like to take a suggestion from you. What in your take out points to be given to the freshers who want to listen about leadership and teamwork?
See, I always feel that leaders are born, not created. A true leader will born with the leadership body. Yes, it's just like a diamond. It come out of the coal mine. You need to shape it up. You need to polish it a bit to give a proper shape. So the shiny will come out. But the diamond is there inside.
Okay.
So uh, every student has got a certain level of leadership quality, which I personally feel that needs to be, nourished, that needs to be cultivated, that taken out by professionals like by the who have to come up, take those individual students, what positive and good qualities they have, and sharpen it and make it even better. So overall leadership qualities, one very important thing which I personally that what must have, is how do you stay happy? How do you stay grounded? Very we offer the more the moment we start getting promotions, we rise high in life, we try to leave the ground.
लोग रहते हैं हम लोग से बाकी लोग छोटे हैं।
छोटे हम लोग जमीन पे नहीं रहते, हम लोग उड़ना शुरू कर देते हैं, जिसको बोला जाता है ना, ज्यादा उड़ो मत। उड़ो, definitely, but please ensure that the strings are attached to the ground. That's the other thing. आप उड़ो जरूर, आप कमा रहे हो, आप सब कुछ कर रहे हो, आप उड़ो, but जमीन पे बंधे हुए रहो. So a true leader will be always very humble, always very grounded. Very important.
Based in nature, actually, if you have say, a person see Discovery Channel point back, well, when we start this movie, leader doesn't go from the front. He was thinking he or she is the last first person who that's the prediction. I think that is the style I think your leadership style.
I have always done that way. I have never said that uh, I have done this. It's the word we. It's something called I. Nothing called I. It's we. We have done it. Just when you're taking a briefing, the moment you say that thank you all for this success, we have done this. What are you doing? You are actually passing that positive pressure to your, subordinates, to your colleagues, who is getting equally charged up and motivated. It is very important. A true leader will always stay weak. A true leader will not go alone. A true leader will no faith. When we have seminars at all on station, we always get a privilege with the designation of getting bigger hotels and rooms and other services. I always try to stay with the gang when they grow. उनको ये फील नहीं होना चाहिए कि सर सीनियर है तो उनका रूम बहुत बड़ा है, उनको खाना अलग से नो, we all will eat together, we all will stay in the same standard of hotels. So that will that's a true leader work. आप अपने आप को सेक्लूड नहीं करते हो, आप इंक्लूड करते हो. The moment you become a part of your gang, the energy, the courage, the effort, the everything shoots up very high. फिर आप देखो वही 10 बंदे का प्रोडक्टिविटी कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच गया अचानक. So why do you think these HR people, they come up with team building sessions and why it happens? This happens for a cause. This happens for a reason. और जिनको लगता होगा कि ये तुम्हारे कंपनी का पैसा कैसे कर रहा है, नहीं, दिस इज रिक्वायर्ड वेरी मच रिक्वायर्ड.
As it says, a strong team of the company.
And as a leader, you must respect your work, irrespective of whatever you're doing. When I joined as a steward, I I I never thought that in service I had to pick up the soil plates, I had to serve. I never thought that. If I would have thought then I wouldn't have been here. I can. So you have to respect in whatever you do, whatever you do.
That's it.
If you show respect to your work will reciprocate back. Again, coming back to karma. So it's a cycle. It's a cycle. The sooner you get into inside that cycle, trust you me, it is more better, more fast.
So I want the industry to this of you. How the opportunity in this pre-COVID was some tech was taken up. Like hospitality, it was like the town, the thick sums of how was the growth rate, how was things going?
First of all, the industry has really opened up. Post-COVID, there is a lot of revenge buying happening. There's a terminology which has come, revenge shopping, revenge buying, revenge eating. मैं 2 साल बाहर नहीं जा सका, मैं चाहूंगा ही घूमने के लिए, मुझे कोई नहीं रोक सकता. मैंने 2 साल कोई कपड़े नहीं खरीदे, मेरे को खरीदना ही पड़ेगा. So that was a lot of revenge buying which happened in 2023. A lot of revenge buying post-COVID, where people started getting knowledge. And what do you think? COVID has gone? No. COVID will never go. COVID was always there. It is still there today, and it will remain for the rest of our life, like a flu. It will be there. So we have to live it. Now, coming back to your question, that this segment has really opened. So many foreign brands have shown interest in, the outlets here. Just because, let us not forget, the biggest power, if I may use the word, of India is manpower, the consumption capability. Why do you think China is so much interested in it? Why? Just because the consumption growth what the Indians have. It's humongous. Officially, unofficially, whatever, the census has not been done. I always believe it's a 150 crore country. If 150 crore people consumption, क्या होता है boss? Anything you know is less. There was a lot of debate. Online आ गया तो brick and mortar का क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा, सब चलेगा, पम चलेगा. This is India. What is the percentage of literate people here? What is the people who, how many people knows how to order from a mobile? The moment you go to the, rural population, how many of them do? No. It is not high, yes. But both will survive. So initially it was only brick and mortar open for you. Now it is the digital part is also open for you. We call it digital. Physical and digital. There's a digital. You will see most of the companies are coming up with online services. So the growth pattern is humongous. So auto retail, banking चले जाओ, insurance segment चले जाओ, hospital चले जाओ, airlines चले जाओ, hotels चले जाओ, anything you do, event management, now it doesn't make anything. You will find so many big event management companies who are hiring MBAs and IITs. Those fact within weddings, suppose. 100 crore, 150 crore, 200 crore रुपए एक शादी में खर्चा होना. So, which is not, who manages this? There's a professional team. From where? From us. From the hospitality industry. So, it's a huge opportunity, I must say. And since whoever has done this course can approach any of the current, might not be a typical finance or an accounts kind of a job or a very uh, specialized role you cannot, but the generic ones, sales, marketing, admin, operations, any segment you can.
So when you were choosing your hospitality as a branch of study, can easily get employed with
Absolute, absolute. As I said that, hospitality is required in every segment. Like in my initial statement, I said that yes, hospitality is required in every segment. Think from us, we are going to buy sabzi. Forget about big things. आप आलू प्याज खरीदने पहुंच गए हो बजाय. The guy who is selling that potato to you may be 1 rupee higher than the other sellers. If he has got a good smile in his face, if he's talking to you nicely, trust you, we next time will again go back to it, knowing that he's charging 1 rupee extra. Why you are paying that 1 rupee extra?
hospitality.
It is the hospitality, it is the tradition. He has not gone to any institute, but he knows that if I talk politely, if I talk nicely with a smile, I come back. That customer will come back. Basics. Books में तो बहुत कुछ लिखे रहते हैं, वो तो नहीं. But let us learn from our everyday life.
So then comes the next question. अभी आप उस पोजीशन पे शायद फ्रेशर्स लोगों को रिक्रूट सही करते होंगे, बट जब आप फ्रेशर्स को लेना चाहते हैं, what are the things, what are the qualities what to look upon? कौन सा qualities आप कितना पसंद करते हैं उस सिलेक्शन से पहले?
The word fresher में तो सब छुपा हुआ है. If you are a fresher, it is understood that you have come with some basic knowledge. The vocational knowledge, which has been taught. But what happens to the other factors? We always check that your body language, your communication skill, your attitude, the way you're carrying yourself, eagerness to learn, whether you have got that hunger within you or not, to grow. हरा पेट में आप क्या खाओगे? कुछ भी नहीं खाओगे. आपके सामने कुल्फी रख दिया जाए, you want to have food. But if you have hunger within you, you will have that kuch, you will have something in it. So that appetite is very much required, being a fresher. Ready to learn, ready to bend, proper eye contact, proper body language, a good communication skill. When I say communication skill, I always say this whenever I do an interview. Try to read newspaper as much as possible. This will help you in two ways. A, your communication skill will improve. And when I say reading, I does not mean that one way. You pronounce and say. So you improve your skill. At the same time, second, you're improving your GK as well. The current topic. Please read newspaper every day. Make it a habit of half an hour reading newspaper.
So somehow open a new direction for preparation of communication languages. And it's a very approachable way of learning. Everybody can do it. So I think students can take this point for preparation of their forthcoming interview process or job placements. So at the end, I just want to know what the last wishes would like to give to the younger generation joining the retail industry or the hospitality business.
Message बहुत सिंपल है. मन लगा के काम कीजिए, मन लगा के चीजों को सीखिए, ऑब्जर्व कीजिए, फिर उसको इंप्लीमेंट. Keep your ears, eyes, जो इंद्रिय हमारे होते हैं ना, keep them open. That's very important. I have seen many people who just, while communication, who is just reading or listening just to answer. कि उनको कब आंसर देना है? Without understanding the basic nature of what the other person is trying to say, just to prove a point. So my simple and humble submission to all you who are there, stay grounded, stay humble, keep your appetite, keep your hunger on. Not as a student, not as a student. I am 51 years old and still I am learning. Every day it's a learning process. Till you die. Then also we cannot complete the learning. It is not possible. Every day we learn something. Every failure teaches us how to succeed the next attempt. So please don't get down with failure. एक दो interview नहीं crack कर पाए, कोई बात नहीं. World doesn't stop. World doesn't end there. If you're not getting in any big company, start from a smaller company if required. Your talent, if you have that appetite, if you have that positiveness within you, if you want to grow in life, if you have abilities within you, see, the institute will always shape you. You're just for 2 to 3 years in an institute. But as an individual to yourself, you're there since birth. And you will be there with you the rest of your life. So please take good care of yourself, of your health, of your mental health, of your surroundings, of your civic activities, of your philanthropic job. This will really, really help you to grow as an individual. The society will grow at large. And most importantly, please grow up to be a good human being. That is very important.
What they so highlighted, like covered it all, the attorneys who have seen the topmost positions is there are still contacts and numbers. That is the uniqueness what I found. That means our of sick data, the world data. Every day already. As such, thank you so much for this involving podcast. It was intense. It's technically from years. I was looking at you as thinking that it's not made up words. It is something here, your connection is there, of course. So when you talk so passionately. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि जब आदमी एक इन्वॉल्वमेंट लेके काम करता है, जैसे ने बोला कि आप जो कर रहे हो उस पर पहले फोकस करो rather than thinking about आगे पीछे. तो ये जो इन्वॉल्वमेंट है ना, ये ही आपको लगता है सक्सेस का वन ऑफ द फाउंडेशन स्टोन रख देगा. तो आई होप you will learn, you will grow. ये पॉडकास्ट आपके लिए काफी सिग्निफिकेंट स्टेप होगा. थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग द चैनल. Please subscribe to our channel, JBIHM Kolkata. And also, हम लोग चाहेंगे कि आप अच्छे कुछ कमेंट्स करें जिससे और इस पॉडकास्ट को डेवलप किया जा सके. Thank you for watching our channel. Thank you. Thanks so much. So much.